What's going on, y'all? This is my review on Iyanla Fix My Life. This was the season premiere, and it was about this girl. Her name was Kamiyah. Well, she was born as Kamiyah, but the twist of the story is she was kidnapped at birth, like 8 hours. She was only 8 hours old, and she was kidnapped, and her family never knew where the hell she was until about a year ago. So now she's 19, and the mother that raised her is now in prison now, and she's forced to get to know her biological family that she does not know. So, what prompted me to watch this episode, because I do watch Iyanla Fix My Life here and there. You know, I did a review on it last year when she was with Neffy and her husband last year. So this won't be the first time I did a review on Iyanla Fix My Life. I watched Bounty Blue's video. Shout out to Bounty Blue, and I heard her talking about it. It was late last night, probably around midnight. And I saw Bounty Blue's review of it, and it made me want to watch it, because I never ever heard of this story before. So I wanted to see for myself and give my own opinion about it. And the episode was pretty good. So, first off, a lot of people say that Iyanla never helps anyone, but in a sense she kind of does, because this bitch has been through a lot her damn self. In this particular episode, I find out, because I don't know much about Iyanla, I just know that she's tough, and she keeps it all the way motherfucking 100, sometimes to 100, to the point to where you don't want to hear nothing that this bitch got to say, but she know what the fuck she talking about, because she been through it. But I never knew that for 30 years of her life, she never knew who her real mother was. She found out that her real mother was dead at the age of 30. And I was like, oh my God, and nobody never told you that? Her mother died when she was young, and nobody ever told her. That got to be a hurtful thing. Like, I'm 29 years old. You know, I recently turned 29 last month. And if someone ever came to me and said that my mom was not my mom, and I'm 29 and I never knew this, I'll be pissed off at everybody. Pissed off at the world, pissed off at every goddamn body. Because that is way too long of a time to not know who the fuck your parents is. And for everybody to know that and keep that from you, that got to be a hurtful situation. I know it is. Can't nobody tell me that it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I have this younger cousin. I'm going to call her by a nickname. We call her Cupcake. Her mother passed away when she was 7 months. Was she 7 months? No, when she was 10 months old, her mom passed away. Her mom was like, her mother had just turned 30 years old, and she was 10 months, and I was 16. Or was I? Yeah, I was 16. I was a junior in high school when she passed away. And growing up, you know, they've always put it in her mind and always let her know who her real mother is. Although her mother, my first cousin once removed, is no longer here, they still let her know who her real mother is. She was raised by her mom's sister from the time her mama died till now. And that was a horrible time for us. That was one of the closest deaths that I ever experienced. I never lost someone that close to me before in my life until then. And, you know, that was a hurtful time. And that was the first thing that I thought about. Like, how is she going to go on not knowing who her mother is? But for a long time, I did not know that they put it in her head and they let her know who her real mother was. They never stopped. And never, you know, they never not tell her who her mom is. So that's a great thing. But you can tell that this girl is emotionally distant. How would I know that she's emotionally distant? Because that's me all day. I'm not the type to tap into my fucking emotions. I don't like emotions. I don't do emotion pretty well. So I'm not really into that. So I already knew that she wasn't no emotional person. I could look at her and tell that she really wasn't into it. When Iyanla was talking to her, it's like she was very nonchalant about the whole situation. And you could tell that she really don't know who she is. She don't know if she's Kamiyah or if she's Alexis. Because she grew up with the name Alexis, but she was born with the name Kamiyah. And she did not know that that wasn't her real mother until she tried to get her first job. And I'm just sitting up here like, at this point, did her mother not know that at some point she was gonna have to cough up and fess up to the damn truth? Like, it sucks that she had to wait. She had to find this shit out once she tried to get her first job, but there was no, no birth certificate, no social security card, because she ain't had it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't had it because she wasn't even her daughter. She kidnapped this girl. And you can tell that this girl really does love the person that abducted her. But can you really blame her? Because that's the person that took care of her. That's the person that, gave her the life that she had. That's the person that she knew as her mom. So she's not going to look at her as a bad person. Most of us will look at her as a bad person because at the end of the day, she kidnapped somebody else's child. So you can tell, we're going to look at her like that. But at the same time, she don't, because she don't know that person. So you can't really tell her how she's supposed to feel about this woman. Yeah, what she did was wrong, but in her eyes, that's my mama. Even though we don't share the same blood and you didn't birth me, you didn't push me out of your womb, at the end of the day, you my mama, because that's the storyline that you gave me for all them years of my life. You let me believe that you were my mama. So you are my mama. And even though my biological people have an issue with that, they got to understand that that's all I know. You are all I know. When Iyanla talked to her daddy, just like Bounty Blue said, you could tell he a hood nigga. You could look at him and tell he a hood nigga. He don't like the fact that she still has a relationship with Gloria, which is the woman that kidnapped her. But like Iyanla said, if you're going to try to block her from having a relationship, you're going to lose your kid by doing it. Because you can't block her from having a relationship with Gloria. True enough, she stole Kamiyah from you. But you can't be selfish about it. You got to look at it from her point of view and from her side. She only knows this woman as her mom. She does not know her as this bad person that everybody's trying to put in her head to be. You know what I mean? And so, just like Kamiyah, her biological mother didn't show up. She's not speaking to her. Why she's not speaking to her? She said, well, she'll block me off social media. She won't talk to me. And Iyanla was like, why would she block you off social media? Well, when I post pictures of my mom, she has a hard time, her mother has a hard time viewing it. Seeing that this is my child that was taken from me. And she's still loving on the person that took her from me. I don't want to see that. I gotta block that out of my eyesight. To be quite honest, her mother is still that 16-year-old girl that she was when she gave birth to Kamiyah, really, really and truly. That's really what it is. And none of them are ready for this type of situation. Iyanla gonna get them assignment after assignment, ain't neither one of them ready for it. The daddy ain't ready for it. The mama clearly wasn't ready for it because she didn't even show up. And Kamiyah definitely wasn't ready for it. Because Iyanla's whole thing was she's very emotionless. She's not showing no emotion. So I got to fire her up so we can bring that out. And she knew exactly what to do. She told Kamiyah that she was staying there for the night. And if she called any of her people, they ain't answering the phone. She let it go. She let it rip by that point. Like, that girl went off. She got up in Iyanla's face. She was talking about slapping her. She called her an old bitch, a man-looking bitch, and every motherfucking thing. And she was so disrespectful. It is like her dad and her stepmother was upholding her in it. They upholding her in it because they don't want to lose her. They just got her back. She's been out of their life for over 18 years. So it's kind of like she was stolen from them 8 hours into her birth. So it's kind of like, I just got her back. I don't want to lose her. So I'm just going to let her do whatever it is. Like, you could tell that she's probably manipulating him. It's easy to manipulate a person that really wants you in their life. And I could tell that Kamiyah probably got that man wrapped around her fucking finger. She can manipulate. She can make him feel guilty. She can do anything she can. And he gonna do exactly what the fuck she want him to do, just due to the fact that he don't want to lose his daughter again. And I understand that. I do understand. I understand it to the point, from point A, point B, point C, and D. Baby, I understand. But you can't let her walk all over you. Because that's exactly what the fuck she doing. She manipulating you. In the words of one of my old homegirls, Aries, she used to say, she's manipulating you. That's what she doing. She manipulating your ass. And, you know, it was just, you know, her mother was the one who signed them up for this, and she wasn't even there. So clearly, she ain't ready. Her dad ain't ready. Her mom ain't ready. None of them are ready. This is still fresh and still on their mind. They ain't even returning Iyanla phone calls or nothing. All Iyanla can do is pray for them. This is a complicated situation, and it's going to take years to fix it. You can't fix this one in a matter of months. This is going to take years to fix. But if you saw the episode, leave your comments below. Tell me what the hell you thought about it, okay? Tell me what you thought about the episode. And that's all I got to say about it. Till later on tonight, y'all will see me for Love and Hip Hop Reunion in Miami. And I'm out of here, you guys. All my social medias at the bottom. Make sure you rate, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.